Yo, what's up? Hormonal fuck cunt here, and today we're pretty much going to be talking about how marijuana should definitely be legal. Now, yes, before I get the comment, I cannot decide on a fucking profile picture and banner. I know, I'm just trying to get it all settled, but welcome to the 4th daily upload in a row. We're still going, we're still hammering it in there, okay? We're still hammering it in there like how I was hammering it in your mom last night, okay? But anyways, back to marijuana, back to sweet berry kush. So I don't even know why marijuana is illegal in the first place. Like, we have so many things that are legal and so many things that are illegal that are just completely out of proportion, completely off the scale compared to marijuana. It just, compared to some other things, it just seems like a crazy thing to have legal, or illegal, sorry. Like, for instance, counting cards in poker or whatever is completely legal. Potentially stealing money from somebody is completely legal and fine, right? But, you know, smoking weed, doing virtually no harm to anyone, is viewed as some demonizing shit, bro. This is some terrible shit. You go anywhere near a blunt, dude, you just instantly turn into a rapist, murderer, ISIS member, everything. Right, now, for me to actually make this argument, one, I have to battle against the claims of, you know, why marijuana should be illegal, and I also have to battle for the claims of why marijuana should be legal, okay? So, I'm just gonna give my moral argument of why marijuana should be legal, okay? So, like, personally, in my moral system, my moral compass, whatever you want to call it, right? What makes an action morally good or morally bad are the consequences of that action. It's called consequentialism, utilitarianism, whatever you want to call it, right? So, if, you know, doing something affects somebody else, in my moral system, it hurts someone else's life, negatively impacts it, then it's a bad thing. And if doing something that doesn't affect somebody's life or positively affect somebody's life, yeah, if you do that, then that makes it either a morally neutral or a morally positive position to take. Those two, I pretty much identify the same thing, because usually when we have debates, we're debating about whether something is morally negative or not, right? Like, for instance, we wouldn't argue about in this debate, like, whether, you know, smoking marijuana is morally positive or not, because, okay, a ton of things can be legal without being, like, a positive impact, okay? If doing only positive things were, you know, legal, then our lives would all fucking suck, let's be honest. So, I have to prove why smoking marijuana is morally neutral, okay? Now, smoking marijuana, obviously, it's an experience that is just positive, doesn't affect anybody inherently, of course, right? I have to give the benefit of the doubt on that one, right? It doesn't affect anybody inherently. It's just kind of one guy chilling in a room smoking weed, and that's where it ends for most people. But the argument against it has been, oh, well, it's a gateway drug, bro. It's the gateway to hell. Bro, you smoke marijuana once, you'll be out there starting holocausts. Just crazy shit. Now, let me explain why the argument of, oh, it's a gateway drug is inconsistent. For you to believe this, you would also have to believe something like playing video games is a gateway to shooting up schools, or going on Pornhub is a gateway to raping somebody, okay? It's just, no, it's not true. Basically, the analogy that I'm trying to convey here is that the argument that they're making is doing action X leads a very small amount of people to doing action Y, therefore we ban all people from doing action X. So, to stay consistent, you would have to ban porn, and you would have to ban video games. And even if you took that consistent position, there's a much more pragmatic and much more beneficial way to go about it than just banning everything. You know, there's different ways you can go about it. There's separate strategies that would probably do a better job of decreasing the outcome in the first place. Not to mention, in the porn and the video game situation, the outcome is fucking insanely terrible. Someone gets raped or someone gets shot, okay? But the outcome in the drug situation is someone gets to feel insanely good. That doesn't seem bad. Now, I know it, like, you know, does all the fucking chemicals in the brain and messes up their reward system and, you know, fucks them over, right? I know it really fucks up the brain, right? But at the same time, it was a decision made by them, a contract signed by them, to the point where they took the drug and it affected them, right? It didn't affect anybody else, therefore decreasing all the harm done in the situation. Now, if this person was kind of manipulated into, ruining his entire brain and his entire reward system, then there was probably some bad in that, right? But if the person knew beforehand that they were going to ruin their entire reward system, then I don't even see how that's bad. Like, I don't even see how heroin should be legal if like every time someone wanted to take heroin, you made them sign a contract, and you also give them like a 15-minute fucking prep speech saying, hello, your life is gonna be fucking ruined if you take this drug, right? Like, I don't even see how heroin should be legal after that, because at that point, no one is getting hurt that didn't, accept that punishment in the first place, right? No harm is really being done. So yeah, to summarize my argument, saying that weed is a gateway drug, but also allowing porn and video games is inconsistent. And even if weed is a gateway drug, I don't see how the drugs that it leads to, the drugs that it gateways to, are really even bad as well. Oh, and before some insane cunt tries to say something like, oh, every person that I've ever met that smoked weed has always gone on to heroin. I mean, like, here's some actual data, some actual studies to back up what I'm saying. An article that even disagreed with me in the grand scheme of the point even said, of course, not everyone who starts using marijuana uses other drugs. So if that's not pretty telling, then I don't know what is. Not to mention the fact that if you sell marijuana in stores, you can tax that and use that tax money to fund schools, to fund, other things, right? But I think funding schools would be like a direct solution to racial inequality, because legalizing weed also gives less of a reason for police to hyper-police black neighborhoods, which honestly quells racial inequality so much. But yeah, I mean, Washington and Colorado are two states that have already legalized marijuana, and they've made so much money off the taxing of marijuana that it's just a perfect case study that we should definitely tax fucking marijuana and make a fuck ton off of it, dude. It's just an all-around great thing. Now I will acknowledge that, like, the minor details. Okay, if someone's on marijuana all the time, obviously gonna have a little bit lower IQ. They're gonna be a little bit less responsible, and they're when they actually do marijuana, if they do marijuana irresponsibly, then they might be a little disruptive, like in terms of like maybe they're less coordinated, so they can't drive as well, like shit like that. There's gonna be minor disruptances, but I think the cost and benefit here is just way too much to not legalize it. Okay, there will be problems with legalizing marijuana, okay, like there's problems with everything that's legal or everything that's illegal, right? The problem is cost and benefit. Nothing is like 100% good, nothing is 100% bad, okay? And marijuana is just a complete case and point example of what I'm talking about. But yeah, guys, if you guys did enjoy today's video, I would love a like and subscribe on the video. Sorry the mic was weird in this video. I'll get it sounding more like this in the next one. Hi, my name is Ambrose, and I got a channel where I upload fucking porn. But yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys next time. Peace, and stay dank. Bye.